You all ready to get the show started? I'll pull it up in a second. Before we do that, though, I wanted to talk to you for a minute. It's good. Trust me. It is. All right. So, tonight's a big night, right? Tomorrow's the first day of school. Look, I know that you try not to burden me with it. You try not to show me how much it's bothering you, but baby, no one knows you better than I do. I can tell. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was saying. You can hide it from everyone else, but you can't hide it from me. I just want you to relax. And just let me talk to you about it for a minute, okay? First thing, I'm proud of you. I know how much school stresses you out. The projects, the assignments, the daily grind, the homework, all of it. I get it. But for as long as you and I have been together, as long as I've been close enough to you to watch you, see how you handle it, you handle it with grace. You may not like the stress, you may not like the pressure, but you rise above it every time. You know, I know you get stressed out about it. I know that you worry about how you're going to do. And sweetheart, it's throughout the year, you know, when you have a big test, you have a big project. That's normal. Everyone gets stressed out by that. It's normal to worry that you're not going to measure up. It's normal to worry that this one isn't going to turn out well. That there's going to be curveballs, that there's going to be trick questions, that whatever, that somebody's going to break the curve when they grade it. All of that's normal to worry about. And yeah, it bothers you sometimes, and as you know, I'm here to help you. I always back you up. I always support you. Help you relax, help you feel better. But all the work that you're doing, all the work that gets you through all that, that comes from you. So I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of how you carry yourself. I'm proud of how you handle yourself. I'm proud of how you rise to the challenge every time. You find a way. Every single time. So that's the first part, that I'm very proud to be yours. Very proud to see all that you accomplish and stand there and say, yeah, that's my baby. Look at my baby go. All right, the second thing is, and it kind of dovetails in with the first. Don't let this get to you, okay? No, really. Here's the thing. You're about to face classes, you're about to face concepts that are harder than what you've learned in the past, right? But think back, like first grade. If they had hit you with the stuff that you learned last year, would you have been able to wrap your mind around it, like at all? No, of course not, because you weren't ready for that. It was a sequential building process, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, as you built on the foundation and you strengthened it, and then you got a bigger foundation, a stronger foundation, and you built on that until that became foundation knowledge, and then you built on that, and every single step up has been a challenge. It's made you grow. You can't grow without being challenged. But every step that you've taken, you've been prepared for by all the ones before it. You can't stand at the bottom of a staircase and look up at the top and just step up to the top step, right? You have to take them one after the other, one at a time, until you get there. And then by the time you get there, that last step isn't actually so big, because of everything else that lifted you, that brought you to that final step. And it was just one more step. And that's what you're getting into starting tomorrow. Yes, it's a grade higher. It's a year more advanced. It's going to challenge you. It's going to be uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable because we have to stretch. We have to grow and adapt in ways that we haven't had to before. Growing is a challenge. Adapting is a challenge. And it can be painful sometimes. Think back when you were a kid, and as you got older and you became a teenager and you started having, sometimes you got growing pains. I mean, they're normal. Growth is a challenge and it can hurt sometimes. But every step of the way up till now, every step has prepared you for the ones that you're about to take. And I know you can do it. You're not being asked to do anything that's beyond you. No, the people that are teaching you, they understand that you have been through all of the prior material, but their job is to teach. Their job is to help you learn the material going forward. And if you can't grasp it in the way that they've explained it, then you go to them and they can work with you to find other ways to explain it and teach it to you so that you can learn it. And I know you. You're going to get it figured out. You're going to wrap your mind around it. You're going to be just fine, sweetheart. And it kills me to see you all, stressed out about what I know is going to be fine. And as much as I like to say I told you so, I really don't like to when it's over something that's hurting you. And the stress right now is hurting you. Well, what I want you to do is to just relax. Just remember that you're not alone. You got your man. You got friends and family. You got teachers who are vested in your success, who are interested in seeing you rise to your full potential and succeed. You're not alone. You're not on an island. So lean on me, but work on your resilience too, okay? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when we're anxious about something, we have a choice. We can feed the anxiety and we can grow it. Or we can decide not to let it grow. We can decide not to feed it. We can reassure ourselves. We can self-soothe and remind ourselves that we are equal to the challenge before us. And when those doubts start to creep back in, which they do, that's normal, that's human, then we push them out again. We don't give them a fertile space in our mind to take root and grow. You see, one of the best pieces of advice I've ever been given in my life is that you can't control what comes into your mind, but you can control how long it gets to stay there. So when you have those doubts come in, when you have those fears, those anxieties, don't give them a place to take hold. Don't let them set up shop and live rent-free in your mind and cause you grief and cause you torment. Don't let them ruin the happiness and the peace that you should be having and that you deserve. And that's something you can only do for yourself. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to support you. Of course I'll support you. And there are going to be times that you need to lean on me. There are going to be times that you just need me to hold you. And that's okay. I'm happy to do that. That's what I'm here for. But you can do a lot of that work for yourself, too, by developing resilience. Reminding yourself, you may not know what the future looks like, but the past looks really good. You've gotten through everything so far. Why would this year be any different? It's not going to be any different, sweetheart. You're going to get through it. It's going to be okay. When I was a kid, I would get anxious about stuff, and my mom, bless her, she would just tell me, she'd say, Matt, everything is going to be okay. And you know what? She was right. It doesn't mean I never faced disappointment. It doesn't mean things always went my way. But life goes on, and life is good. So remember that. Remember that you've got this. Remember that you're strong enough for this. You've been prepared for this by everything you've done before now. You're ready. You're equal to the task before you. You've got me by your side. I'm so proud of you. And you have the ability to conquer your own fears, master your own anxieties, and choose to have peace and happiness in your heart. And that's what I want for you. Mm-hmm. If a pep talk gives me a kiss like that, then I'll have to do some more pep talks, I guess. I love you. I really do. I'm very interested in your happiness. I want you to be happy. I want you to be successful. I want you to have peace. And I want to be by your side as you find it. I love you. All right. You ready for the show? Well, here we go.